Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Caffeine Crypto. I'm your host, Vega, or SerpentX Tech, and I welcome you to join me with your favorite caffeinated beverage of choice. Coffee, energy drink, tea, whatever you got. If you don't like caffeine, grab some damn water as we go over this past week's crypto news. Let me know how the audio is coming in, because I did turn it up just a tad, because I noticed my live streams were a lot quieter than my normal videos, which I can edit and post. As you can see right now, Bitcoin is over 100K. We're at $104,000. Ethereum and a few of the other altcoins have pulled back, but look at Solana, guys. Solana is still holding strong, up 18.2% at $258. While the rest of the altcoins did pull back, we have a few of them that are still in the green and rising, like Bonk, Ray, Fartcoin, Jupiter, and Trump taking off at $33 as we get ready for Inauguration Day this upcoming week. Now, a lot of different things are going on, but I wanted to just focus on a few key topics here. Some of the things that you're going to find in today's video, not only are we going to go over some technical analysis if you're new to the channel, whether you're watching on X or YouTube, is some information about Bitcoin analysis, resistance at 108K, obviously the all-time high for Bitcoin. There's going to be some key resistance that we're going to bump into. Can we surpass that? There's some signals basically being issued that shows that we're going to have a bullish continuation. Block height anticipation for pro-Bitcoin president. Block highlight, excuse me. El Salvador, basically its extensive Bitcoin education program. Bitcoin gain as Trump reportedly plans to do an executive order, which we'll see about that. XRP pumping like a mofo as it overtakes Bitcoin on Coinbase as U.S. investors' interest grows in XRP. Altcoin season looms, as we've all been waiting for, as Bitcoin dominance declines just a tad. I wouldn't say altcoin season is here. We could go ahead and track that on CoinMarketCap and a number of others. Cardano's first legal smart contract in Argentina. 5 altcoins and 2 different articles that they're saying that you should keep an eye on, or that could 100x or 1000x. I would urge caution with those, and I'll explain more as we go over those topics. And, of course, the Iceriver AL2 problem that I've been covering in multiple videos throughout this past week, and updates that I was also provided on the channel, but just wrapped up in a bow here for you. And then we'll leave it off with a little crypto world news as we get ready for Red Panda's announcement. Now, Red Panda is announcing a couple things shortly after this live stream, starting in 1 hour. So hang tight. I will redirect you there myself. Thank you so much for joining and hanging out with us. And again, I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure you hit that smash that like button. I can't talk today. Hit the damn like button. Let's get started. Let's get on into it, okay? So as we can see here, we got a lot of reds, but most of the altcoins that I'm concerned about are still above some key areas. Like, for example, ADA above $1. Litecoin still in the hundreds of dollars. Ethereum still above 3,200. XRP in the $3 range. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing good. And let me know if you are watching this on X. I'll be very interested to see you show up here in my OBS tracker. I'm seeing 23 watching on X, but I'm not sure how you guys comment on X. Oh, now it says it's offline. What the fuck? Okay, now it says it's streaming. I don't know what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Things are going crazy around here. Anyways, let's do some TA. Let me get a sip of my coffee. Not going to do too in-depth TA because I know a lot of people don't care about that, right? That's actually one of the main reasons why most of the crypto community doesn't watch the channel is because they don't care about technical analysis and trading. But I believe as a miner, if you can kind of pivot, right, and take your mining profits and then convert it, at least a percentage of it, at 25, 50%, and start trading it, whether it's automated trading through 3 commas or Telegram bots or this or that, or whatever your favorite platform is, I think you can expand on not only your exposure to various assets that could do well in the bull market, but also make additional gains on the profits, because we know GPU mining profitability has diminished quite drastically. But you can see here, the beginning of this week, right? Let's go ahead and mark it real quick. Let's say Sunday the 12th. And I know the market, traditional markets, is Monday through Friday, but let's just say Sunday the 12th. I always go Sunday. Let's see what we were sitting at here. So on the 12th, right, we hit a low of 93K, right? You can see the following day, we pulled back all the way to 90, right below 90K. And actually, there's some positions here that I got filled. And what I mean by that is, like, you don't need a high automatic algorithm trading bot. You can do basic stuff. For example, on Cash App or Coinbase, an advanced trade or setting custom orders, you can set buy targets at certain levels. And sure enough, me and my mom, who is exposed to Bitcoin, and I'm happy for her, she's still learning. She might actually be watching. Hello, Mom. We were able to pick up Bitcoin as it fell down, right? 93, 92, 91. And so we were getting, $5 here, $10 there. DCA, dollar cost average. Don't try to time it. Just set targets and be like, hey, if Bitcoin falls to this, I'm comfortable with picking it up at this price. And we know that $90,000 is quite high for Bitcoin. So I know a lot of people are like, no, I'm just going to wait till it goes back down to 30K. Well, I got news for you. We might not go back down to 30K. So again, looking at where we start at the bottom of the week, minusing this long wick here, right, this Darth Maul wick, and going up to the top, we hit a 12% gain. But where we're sitting at right now is 11.4%. So doing pretty good on the weekly. I always like to zoom out and look at the daily charts. Yes, you could go 1 minute, 15 minute, 1 second, but that's just a lot of data. Matter of fact, I need to find that website that Tom Crown pointed me to, which is really good to kind of pump up the crowd and get like instant transactions as you watch Bitcoin's price pump or unfortunately go down in a downtrend or pullback. But right now on the weekly, we're doing pretty good. We're putting in a higher high and a higher, well, I don't know. I guess that's not a higher low, right? This wick right here, but a higher high. Hopefully if we did pull back, let's say we pull back to this EMA ribbon right here, that'll be a 5% pullback, and that would be a higher low. If we pull back to the bottom of it, or the middle of the Bollinger Band, 6.8, almost 7%. And the bottom of the Bollinger Band, as it curves, maybe 12%. Certainly within the realm of possible. 15% swings is always possible for Bitcoin. Bitcoin does what it wants to. And what I always say, and what I always say in my head at least, and now I'm going to say out loud, I may have said this to you guys, is, well, I'm just all over the place today. You're just going to have to deal with it, all right? Anyways, when everybody's fearful, be greedy. And when everybody's greedy, be fearful. All I heard last week was, and thank you, Max, for redirecting over to the stream. Appreciate it. I was able to add you. But basically, all I heard over the past couple weeks is how concerned everybody was about Bitcoin. Was that the bull market? You even had that in the title, the last Caffeine and Crypto. Was that the bull market? Was that it? Right? Are we over? We did a poll, and a majority of you actually said no. I believe it was 60-40. But there's always that chance, right? So it's all how you diversify yourself and kind of put yourself in a good position to take advantage of both sides, if at all possible. I believe it or not, buying and hodling has been the best strategy for many of the people in crypto. Now, they're not millionaires overnight, but they're better off than where they were in the beginning, right? They invested $1,000 and now they're at 8,000. They invested 10 grand and now they're at, 50, 60,000. So it really just depends on how you're trying to do it and understanding your risk tolerance when you're doing or gaining that exposure to other assets in the crypto scene. Moving on to the news articles here. We got Bitcoin technical analysis resistance at 108K could define the next chapter of the Trump-infused rally. Bitcoin, and this is at the time of the article, was at 103K to 104 over the last hour, and the market capitalization of 2.05 trillion, 24-hour trading volume of almost 50 billion, and intraday range oscillating between 102K and 105K reflects the heightened state of market oh my goodness, I can't even say that, in the lead up to Trump's inauguration. Obviously, we got that coming up. A lot of people are hyping up for that. And obviously, the news circulating around, as we saw in one of the articles about the executive order, has been making its rounds. I don't know about that. I'm going to take things said from DJ Cheese's camp with a grain of salt. No disrespect to anybody and the way they do things and the way you think in your opinion. Everybody can have their own opinion and still coexist with one another. Just don't be assholes. How about that? Anyways, moving on. It's talking about how we're making higher lows after recovering from the plunge down to 90K. The asset recently reached an apex of 108K. That was the previous all-time high before undergoing a measured retracement, now consolidating with a structurally supportive zone of 103K. So kind of let's build here real quick, right? Let's pause. Let's build here, right? Do some sideways a little bit, maybe between 104 and 102, And then as we build up, boom, now we can shoot up to that next range. Maybe 106K is my next target. And then try to surpass that 108K. I think if we try to march from here, we're going to be exhausted before we get to that. Because there's a lot of bearish traders out there taking advantage of the shorts. And actually, I haven't checked the longs and the shorts recently. But all I know that is bearish momentum has been sustaining or pushing, keeping us in this range for quite a while. Look at this. Look at this. We've been doing this since this song and dance since November of 2024, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, right? Just bouncing. Dip, 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 dip. I want to get above this. And you can see here the 108 on this particular chart. So, zooming out the 4-hour chart, the asset's bullish momentum persists, underscored by the phase of consolidation subsequent to achieving 105K. The interval reveals the support level of 102, which is where we're above, which correlates to prior resistance alongside the emergence of a fresh resistance boundary at 106K, which is what we hit, right? I believe if we look at the chart here, when we were climbing up, we were right at 106K at the top of this wick here, right below it, maybe like 105.8. But you know, that's a key resistance level. So we got to break through that. Let's chop sideways. Maybe have a good green daily candle. Next one, you know, and it's okay to pull back. You know, kind of like a ramming the door of a castle, right? You got to pull the ram back and then ho, heave, ho. And I think if we can chill out, sit between this 104, 102 range, and then punch through that 106, then we can probably do the same thing. Gather ourselves, get some stamina, recoup, punch right through the all-time high. But something very bullish can set that in motion. And what's very bullish that people are anticipating, and again, what I'm taking with a grain of salt, is that executive order from DJT. Now, you might have a difference of opinion, whether you're on X or YouTube, and I'm completely fine with that. So feel free to drop that in the comments or below the video on X or in YouTube. So we'll see how things go. The uptick in trading volume nears 105K points to increased selling activity, yet the broader trend remains constructive. Intraday traders may consider the target of 105K while employing disciplined stop losses measures to mitigate risk. If you don't use stop losses, you definitely should. I will say that. The RSI at 64 indicates neutrality, while the stochastic percentage K at 85 similarly reflects a balanced stance. The momentum indicator registering 8,761 supports a bullish bias, as does the moving average convergence, or the MACD. Furthermore, the alignment of multiple moving averages, both exponential and SMA, across the 10, 20, 50, 100, and 200 period continues to favor sustained upward pressure. In summary, we're on a bullish trend, but with crypto, and especially Bitcoin, that trend can be broken, right? We'll see how things go. I'm bullish, right, on the long term. I've always been bullish on the long term. On the short term, I think there's some chop, as always, some ups and downs, but I think we should have some positive momentum moving forward. Bitcoin's current market structure supported by consistent higher highs and lows. Strong buying momentum, favorable technical indicators suggest that bullish trend is firmly intact as long as key support levels around 102, 98 are maintained. So 98K low, right? If we fall back and that holds us, we're good. If we fall back and that doesn't hold us, okay, we got to reevaluate, which is why I put in positions at 93, 91, and right below 90K, which I'll fill this past week. That set remains to possibly move forward. On the bearish side of things, you know, the asset approaches these critical resistance and, of course, failures to hold support at 102, 103, and to break above the 108, 106 could mean a deeper retracement, especially given signs of a cooling short-term momentum. So if we look at that right now, and let's say we don't hold the 102K range, we fall back, a 10% drawdown will be 91K once again, an 8% drawdown would be 94, and a 5% drawdown would be 97. All within the realm of possible and possibility. So play your cards right. Make sure you guys aren't over leveraging yourself. Pay your bills. Take care of your family. Do what you need to do. Rudd puts 2 days till Trump BTC pump. Well, I think they're already pricing that in, my friend. I think that's what they're expecting, which is why the market pumped up recently. But we shall see how things go. Joker Miner says, for bid axes, Do we need to update to all versions? I have Supra and 1366 versions. Yes, sir, you do. And I have posted that. A video will be dropping Monday. What's up, Chump Change? All Track, Max Voltage, Retro Mike, Altered Component. Man, a lot of good people in here. Automatic Beats, John English. Thank you all for stopping by. I didn't name every single one. Danson, Crypto Craig. Wow. Got some all-stars in here. Son of Rabbit Panda, Joker Miner. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Rud, you misspelled dump. Anyways, moving on. The Bitcoin bull season continues to present several twists and turns as expected of high volatile market. Yada, yada, yada. Basically the same things that the market we talked about before, and how there's been some bullish signals flashing, right? So CryptoQuant analyst for username on-chain, blah, blah, blah. We know about CryptoQuant. We know who they are. If you watch this channel, you should know who CryptoQuant is. But anyways, Bitcoin unspent transaction outputs, or UTXOs, over the past 2 to 5 years. For context, it refers to remaining balance of cryptocurrency transactions that not have been spent by the recipient. Basically, the building blocks of blockchain transactions can be used to interpret holders' behavior, market sentiment, price cycle, dynamics, among other things. The 2 to 5 year UTXOs represent Bitcoin held by long-term holders who have not moved their funds during this time. Data from the 2 to 5 year show that these holders have started recording profits when Bitcoin hit 68K near November, right? Obviously, you can't fault them for that. They definitely took profits. They definitely, and I'm not going to hate on that, right? And I say that to many of you in the world. Wow, $19 from Joker Miner. Thank you so much on YouTube. Appreciate that. I don't think X or Twitter allows people to do that, and I'm not going to turn on the subscription because I ain't big enough. But appreciate $19. Appreciate the content. No, I appreciate you. Wouldn't be anything without the community, and I know where I stand, and I know it's all because of you all. So thank you very much for your support, and thank you for your continued watching of the content. But yes, please update your BitX firmware to 2.5.0. There was a vulnerability that was patched by Scott, S-K-O-T. I'm not sure if you say Scott, whatever. But cool guy. Really love the BitX, NerdX community. I already updated both of mine. Video dropping on how to do that Monday. Stay tuned for that. Moving back to Bitcoin, on-chain data further explains, on-chain further explains the profit-taking procedure, a negative weekly change in realized price of long-term holders, which is vital for a healthy market structure, right? These ups and downs are vital and healthy, so don't get mad every time it pulls back. We know everything needs to go to the moon because we need to pay our bills and pay our debts. So I understand that. I'm in the same damn position, but we need those retracements to stay healthy. So we are healthy. We're looking good. The bullish signal or the bullish trend is still intact. How will things pan out? I do not know, and nobody on the internet knows. If they tell you they know, they're lying to you, or they're just guessing. But anyways, Coinbase index moved above 100. The Bitcoin Coinbase Premium Index is now surged above 100, indicating strong whale activity. As CryptoQuant user Avocado on Chain stated, this surge is not significant enough to suggest any accumulation battles among whales. Avocado further states that both positive and negative Coinbase Premium Index are needed to signal the continuation of Bitcoin's current. And at press time, Bitcoin traded around 103, 2.4% gain and 24-hour, blah, blah, blah. On bigger time frames, Bitcoin is in stable profit, as indicated by the gains of 10.7% and 2.3. So both articles that we just talked about here are saying things are looking good, bullish indicators. Moving on, Trump 47, Mara's Trump 47 block highlights anticipation of pro-Bitcoin president. Mining company Mara, right, which is who they are, Marathon Digital Holdings, I believe, if I said that correctly, has embedded an AI portrait of Donald Trump in the Bitcoin blockchain, highlight the industry's growing anticipation of America's first alleged pro-crypto president. The so-called Trump 47 block was mined by Mara, whatever you want to call it, on January 17th, chairman and CEO of Fred, blah, blah, blah. The move was intended to honor the president-elect Donald DJT for supporting Bitcoin. Trump's pro-miner stance came in light in June after a coalition of industry executives pinched him the idea of making America the Bitcoin mining capital of the world. Since then, he has promised to ensure that all remaining coins are made in the USA. That's going to be very hard to do and very hard to accomplish. because Bitcoin's network is very decentralized. Now, there are some other assets and altcoins that have a very centralized nature. So it could be possible on those platforms, but proof of work models typically are decentralized, or you want them to be. And so being able to control where the coins are made or minted or mined is going to be very hard to do. So anyways, moving on, Riot Platform CEO Jason Lays said at the time that he had a very good meeting with President DJT on Bitcoin and U.S. energy dominance, which, by the way, brings me back to a talking point that I really believe the country is not focused on enough, and that is energy infrastructure. Our energy infrastructure, at least here in the United States, or let's say North America, is not that good. We have a lot of crippling issues that need to be addressed, and I really think that the country needs to pivot and really focus on the infrastructure of the country if we're going to meet not only the increased energy demands of crypto mining, but AI, the AI boom, and many of the, like for example, in Arizona, right, where we got TSMC about to come online, which is going to be good news for us, right? TSMC is the best chip manufacturer out there producing chips, not only for Nvidia, but for other companies as well. They're getting close to production, and they got the best machine there. They're going to start pumping out 4 nanometer, 5 nanometer. That's great news. The problem is they have a lot of acreage, and so if they wanted to expand, they physically could, but electronically or electricity-wise, they would put a substantial drain on the infrastructure, and there wouldn't be enough power to provide to them, let alone the people and residents in Arizona. And that's just one state. We need to focus on the entire United States, right? State representatives, state utilities, and all that stuff need to work with the federal side to make sure that we're getting power to these data centers, crypto mining facilities, a good ESG mix, right? Because obviously there's still going to be a mix of fossil fuels and renewables and so on and so forth. But we definitely need to improve the transmission, right? The transmission lines that take power from point A to point B in certain areas, especially areas of need, are not adequate enough to provide that demand. So I really hope that if we're going to be the mining capital of the world, that we do improve our infrastructure to that, so that way we can support AI development and data centers and crypto mining facilities. And crypto mining facilities are considered data centers, but they're doing two different things when it comes to AI workloads and crypto mining. So hopefully the president and team will focus on that. That's what I would like to see. That's just my personal opinion. You can do, you can say otherwise however you want. Make sure you put it down in the comment section. Thank you. Anyways, gimmick or anticipation, Trump's campaign rhetoric has come a long way since calling Bitcoin a scam against the dollar in 2021, right? A lot of people have changed their minds, not just DJT, but a lot of investors and prominent people and rich people have changed their tune, and now here they come to the party trying to take the shit over, right? All the suits are in here now, guys. So play your cards right. Don't let them get all your coin. They're going to try to get you to sell with FUD and FOMO, and then you lose your coins, they get it. Just, that's been going on for the longest time behind the scenes and blatantly in front of you if you haven't been paying attention. On December 4th, Trump announced that he would nominate pro-crypto Paul Atkins to the chair of Securities and Exchange Commission, which, by the way, on the way out, Gary Gensler did some jerk stuff. I would say that. That dude, man. Anyways, the same week, he gave ex-PayPal Chief Operating Officer David Sachs the title of White House AI and Crypto Czar, which, by the way, this guy is ex-PayPal, and I'm not sure if you're familiar, but Honey is owned by PayPal, and that whole situation, I have certainly reached out to legal counsel regarding that as well on my end, because I watched, even though, and I talked to Red Panda about this, even though, let's say, for example, I promote an ASIC to you from Crypto Miner Bros. Even though Crypto Miner Bros is not an affiliate of Honey, what would happen if you watch it in the dev section, right, F11 of your browser, and you're watching the URL, what would happen is, even though there's no coupon and they're not an affiliate, Honey would still change the URL to whatever randomness, saying, oh, we didn't find you a coupon, and now I didn't get credit not only for the site visit, but the sale. So I watched not only my affiliate links do absolutely nothing, but I lost out on revenue for the channel. So yeah, even though the company that you're promoting or that you're linking to, whether it's an Amazon affiliate or a third party, even if they're not an affiliate or a partner of Honey, Honey's browser extension was still changing the URL and information, causing you to lose a click, a CTR, or the sale. Just FYI. You need to really look into that if you're one of the content creators out there. Moving on, Cointelegraph reported that Trump may be lining up for a pro-crypto replacement. Head to the CFTC. Summer, I like Summer, believe it or not, who currently serves as commissioner for the CFTC, is reportedly becoming considered for the role. Summer was good for supporting crypto. I will tell you that. Prior to DJT, we got some good people in good places. Maybe not all of them. I'm not going to get into those details, though. Maybe not all of them are qualified, but Summer, I do personally like. I mean, better at least than Gary Gensler and some of the others that were available. Perhaps the biggest elephant in the room is whether Trump will take the decisive steps to establish his promised strategic Bitcoin reserve. Senator Cynthia Lummis has already tabled the Bitcoin Act of 2024, which will require the Treasury to acquire 1 million BTC over 5 years. Some industry players like Jack Mallers believe Trump could recognize Bitcoin as a reserve asset on the day of his terms. Others like Galax Digital CEO and Mike Novogratz believe it's a long shot. And I would agree with that. I believe it's a long shot. I think DJT and the administration is going to focus on other things. As much as we would like as much as the crypto community would like, Trump to just be like, boom, here, we're going to do a Bitcoin strategic reserve day one. I think that might come, but just not on day one. I don't think there's going to be executive order. I think it's going to be, obviously the correct process. Now, I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong because DJT throws curveballs out of left field, and you might think he's going to do something. He does something else, and you're like, whoa, okay, all right, cool. Anyways, I think it's a long shot. I am not getting my expectations high, but if the U.S. did implement that, 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years would be significant amounts of price action, and they'll probably do it OTC, right? A lot of trading happens OTC, right? From one millionaire to another millionaire. We can easily transact, you and I, between one another at an agreed price for whatever, and not affect or do it on any trading platforms and not affect the price. So I bet, maybe that might happen. But I would hope that the 1 million over 5 years will be bought through traditional means, maybe through Coinbase or whatever, because I know Coinbase, Brian Armstrong has been working with the federal government in a number of different areas. Kraken has been working. So it would be good to see them buy over time, and it just help push the Bitcoin price higher and higher. And with that signal, right, the most important thing is that signal of creating a Bitcoin strategic reserves for the United States would reverberate throughout the world. And now you got not only states here in the United States, various states doing it, but also countries in various places. Moving on, El Salvador, and I'll check chat here in just a minute. Hang tight. Make sure you at me or send a super chat, and I'll circle back. But El Salvador's secret weapon, its extensive Bitcoin education program, says Director Stacy Herbert. So it's no secret that El Salvador, the president, is a big proponent of Bitcoin, right? Legal tender over there. You got Max Kaiser hanging out with Nayib. So, of course, right, I want to educate the people of my country. Make sure they're aware, not only using Bitcoin for transactional value, but educated on Bitcoin. So El Salvador's Bitcoin office runs a comprehensive Bitcoin education program. The country is creating a highly skilled workforce, which makes it more attractive for crypto companies like Tether and Bitfinex. Bitcoin-educated Salvadorians have much higher paying jobs and salaries. That's good. That is good. That's what a country in that state, right, that isn't a United States, a Britain, a Spain, a whatever other country should do, right? Educate its people, improve its country through economic means, financial, and just overall wealth of knowledge. So El Salvador shook the world. We know about this when they made Bitcoin legal tender in 2021. Since then, El Salvador has constituted a Bitcoin reserve worth roughly 630 million, established one of the most advanced cryptocurrency regulatory frameworks in the world, promised to issue 1 billion in Bitcoin-backed government bonds, and even convinced stablecoin giant Tether to relocate its headquarters to the country, right? It's trying to attract other venues to their country. So we got a quote here: Bitcoin country needs Bitcoin engineers. I have a feeling the United States is going to want to keep those people here, though. But it would be good for them to train their own people, right, that are already there, rather than bringing in outside sources. Bringing outside sources probably for, you know, training, education, knowledge base, or to bridge the gap. But training the actual people on their premise, in their country, is a damn good move. And I'm happy to see it. I'm really happy to see it. They graduated, they get jobs, they all become friends. You feel a Tech 5 emerging in San Salvador, which is where they're doing it. A lot of students are finding ample opportunity to work on these companies because there's a huge demand for them, says Herbert. The quality of Salvadorians' Bitcoin education incites even more firms to consider El Salvador as a jurisdiction in which to set up shop, and that she continued motivates more students to study Bitcoin. So good stuff here. Matter of fact, Naib, if you could, I'm not sure if you're going to, if you ever watch this, I hope you watch this. Are you going to be at Mind Disrupt? I would love to speak with you, or to speak with some of the students that have been learning about Bitcoin, the ins and out, and being properly educated on Bitcoin. And hopefully you guys are also training some of these users on, Bitcoin mining and stuff like that, so that way they can maintain it. It does say here, students are shown how to set up Bitcoin and Lightning network nodes and technical details behind ASICs, specialized computers. So that's good, right? We're training them on ASICs. We're training them on the ins and outs, the different nodes, how to set up a node, how to manage a node, transactions, all that good stuff. So this is good to see. I want to see more of it throughout the world, but we'll see how that pans out. So again, Naib, if you're going to be at Mining Disrupt, that would be great. I would love to meet you, talk to you for a little bit, maybe get an interview for the channel. Otherwise, I would like to speak to some of your students. If you can send some of your students to the United States, it's going to be in Fort Lauderdale, Miami. I speak broken Spanish, Spanish English, but I would love to speak to you. Bitcoin gains as Trump reportedly plans for crypto executive order. So I guess I should have put this by the other one, but yeah. So these are all the gains, right? CoinDex 20 index up 3 to 4% since Thursday. Coinbase, Robinhood, obviously those shares have increased about 4%. Litecoin surged 30%. So a lot of coins went up on the news, and as we get closer to the inauguration day, people are hyping up things. So again, I'm managing my expectations. You can go ham all you want, but I'm just managing my expectations and not expecting an executive order on day one. But we'll see how it goes. Newly heightened expectations come after warnings from Wall Street that this month, that although Bitcoin is having a pro-crypto Congress and White House in 2025, is sure to be a supportive for innovation in industry and asset class, it could take a while before the market feels the impact. And I agree with that. It could take a minute to ramp up things. People are going to get in key places. They're going to need to make some adjustments. They're going to need to make some changes. They're going to need to turn the ship around, which could take a minute. So just manage your expectations and don't go too ham into the thing. But I am considering, and right now we're putting in a red candle on the daily, I am considering taking profits on some of my assets, only because I freaking need it, man. I freaking need it right now. I'm not gonna lie, dude. $71 in my checking account is not good, and that was last week. I need to check it now. It's probably like $30 in my checking account. So I'm really just staying afloat. I've been staying afloat for a while, but I'm tired of staying afloat. I need to figure out something. So we'll see how things go. Hopefully those of you that have been in XRP or got into XRP early are doing good, because XRP Army sends crypto's third biggest token to record highs, right? And we got the overall volume of XRP overtakes Bitcoin on Coinbase as U.S. investors' interest in XRP grow. You can see here, according to this chart, volume by market pair, 25.16, Bitcoin to USD, 19.74, ETH, 6.88. Matter of fact, let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick and check out the chat. Gonna take a quick pause here. Gundy just gifted 1 membership. That's cool. Thank you all for doing that, Gundy. Let's see here. So market cap dominance. So Bitcoin's dominance is 57%. I wouldn't say it's falling, right? Not like November 2022, right? Or when we had a huge altcoin rally in 2017, right? We haven't seen something like 2017 altcoin rally where Bitcoin dominance fell to 40%, Ethereum 26%, and others 33%. But we are seeing, if you look at the gray line, which is really hard to see, it has climbed up above Ethereum. And I think that's mostly like Solana, XRP, some of the others. So, but you can see there's a divergence, right? We started to split away from each other in February of 2023, and Bitcoin has remained away from the altcoins. Ethereum may be going down, but the altcoins are still trying their best, right? Just recently on 12/8, you know, altcoins and Bitcoin started to point towards each other, but then they started to split away from each other. So we'll see here. I'm waiting for that damn altcoin season. And here's the altcoin index. You can see it's at 47. And what we really want to see is a sustained section. We're kind of sort of in it. We're like in the middle right now. 47.50 is in the middle. But if we get, you know, a higher number, which we did get 53 or 50. So if we're above 50 altcoin season, but if we can maintain above it, that'd be fucking phenomenal, baby. Look at Fartcoin up 2,000, almost 3,000%, virtual over 2,000%. HBAR or Hedera, right? A lot of people, crypto influencers, been talking about that token. That's up 546%. Hype. A lot of coins here. Look at XRP 48, Trump 259. So many tokens in here. Algorand. I would love to see it. I love to see it. And you can see how much further down Bitcoin is. I got out of Gala. I want to get out of DOT. I want to get out of Mana. But like, I'm so down on my positions. I might as well just like take the L and just shut up and sit back for 25 years, which is probably what I'm going to do. But you can see all the other altcoins. AI16Z or whatever the heck that is, which I think is on Solana, or is it on Ethereum? Yeah, it's on Solana. Go to all here. You can see the chart. A lot of volume recently. So some of the altcoins doing pretty good, but we'll see how things pan out. All right, let's check the chart real quick before we move on and continue talking about XRP. Scrolling up. Crypto Craig says, I'm consulting on natural gas generator project that will use Bitcoin miners as a battery. This is for a local town and they have their own small grid. Will be awesome. I agree. That's cool, man. Good job. Big PP energies. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys are all talking to each other, having a good time. Good to see it. Happy to see it. Again, thank you, Joker Miner, for the $19.99. Rud Puts for being a member of 23, almost a full year, baby. Here we go. And everybody stopping by. Let me grab a sip of my coffee. We're going to keep on rocking and rolling. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, at me or send a super chat on YouTube. Or again, has anybody posted anything on X? Can you even post anything on X? Let me see here. You guys doing good? Ladies and gentlemen, doing good. I hope you and the fam are doing good. Okay, Joker Miner was on X. Cool. Good deal. All right. Anybody else on X? Got 63 watching. Oh, wow. Anyways, moving on. XRP Army, how you doing? I know you're out there. How's things going? Are you happy? Are you going to take profits? Like, what's up? What's up? XRP, let's go look at the XRP chart real quick. Let's go look at this bitch. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Man. Don't you wish you had XRP back here? Don't you wish? Don't you wish? XRP back in the day, I think even earlier than this, was like not even 1 cent. And now look at it. Look at that. Let's do some math real quick. Let's say you bought, right? Let's say you $1,000, only $1,000, right? Divide by what? 10 cent? 1 XRP, let's say, so that's 10,000 XRP, right? And now XRP hit a high of, let's say $3.40. And let's say we did a little bit below that, times $3, and let's say 35 cents. You just turned $1,000 into 33,000 over 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Was that worth the wait? 7 years. That's better than most 401ks and ETFs, right? Traditional finance ETFs. Like, damn. Damn. Anyways, Bitcoin retained its position as the most traded crypto asset on Binance, the largest exchange by volume, which offsets limits to U.S. investors. Volume trading, talking about XRP. Volume trends are consistent with recovering the U.S. demand for XRP, which is closely linked to blockchain-based payments network Ripple, as a presage for the Bitcoin or the Coinbase premium indicator a week ago. Interest in XRP, the biggest gainer following DJT's election victory in November, increased after Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse met the president-elect almost 2 weeks ago. And it also been supported by speculation of the spot ETFs, right? So XRP could get an ETF in the future, right? So that's speculation. A lot of news about that, hoping that will happen. Maybe it could happen. If this trend continues and it continues to be bullish for XRP and XRP trading volume continues to increase or improve and we get a $4, $5 XRP, I definitely can see them trying to push through an XRP ETF sooner rather than later. But even if the ETF launched today, it takes time for things to take into effect, right? And now you got those investors reaching out to their clients. Hey, we just launched XRP ETF. What do you want to do? I'm going to allocate 1%, 2%, 0.5%, 10%, whatever. And then funds start flowing in, obviously improving the price of XRP. But at press time, at time of writing this article, the XRP USD pair accounted for 25% of Coinbase 24-hour trading volume of 6.86 billion. Nice. Obviously, Bitcoin USD ranked second, contributing 20%, and ETH USD is in third place according to the data. Since November, the payments-focused cryptocurrency price has risen over 600% to $3.33, the highest since 2017. The valuation has increased by a third this week alone, according to CoinDesk and TradingView. The rally is backed by record futures open interest and a spike in a number of large holders. Data tracked by TradingView and Coinmetrics show that the number of unique addresses holding at least $100,000 worth of the XRP token has increased to 108,000 wallets. That is nuts. So XRP pumping. Is it going to lead us into altcoin season? I think it's possible. Now, that's pure speculation on my part, and I'm just a fucking guy on the internet. So please, DYOR, whatever, bring your own beer, BYOB. Anyways, I like XRP. I don't have a substantial position in XRP, but the cases that XRP was able to resolve in the fight that it was able to provide to the U.S. government was great for crypto. So I am grateful for XRP and what it did. I have a very small position of XRP, and I think it's good news for crypto all around. I think it really is good news for crypto all around, even though I'm not a big XRP fan, so to speak. And I know there's plenty of you out there, and I'm happy for you, and I'm grateful for you because you guys stayed firm, you stayed true, and you kept on pushing despite the odds being stacked against you. So good job. Moving on, altcoin season looms as Bitcoin dominance declines. It declined, but I wouldn't say it's like a huge decline. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a huge decline. Let's do 1 year. Right? Like, according to November 2021, when Bitcoin dominance was at 60%, yeah. You know, it dropped down to 54, and right now it's at 56. But it's not a huge decline. And again, look at the altcoin, the good light gray line, getting closer to the Bitcoin dominance. So we'll see. I'm managing my expectations. Anyways, global markets jump higher after a softer than anticipated consumer price index report, or QCP, with QCP Capital spotlighting noteworthy advancements in both cryptocurrency space and traditional equities. Market analyst says Ethereum and altcoins posed for a takeoff as Bitcoin stabilizes, which is good, right? Usually when Bitcoin goes up, altcoins fall, but when Bitcoin chops sideways, altcoins rise. So again, going back to the beginning of the stream when I was talking about where we're at right now, stabilizing between 102 and 104. Don't go back down to 99 something or 98 or 97 or 93. Let's sit here, let's stabilize 102, 104, keep it in this range, and then get ready for the next leg up to push through the 106 win. Do the same thing. Chop sideways, let the altcoins catch up, get ready for breaking the all-time high at 108K to move on up. That's what I would like to do. That's what I like the markets to do, but of course the market aren't going to do what the you want. So just be prepared. QCP Capital reported that Bitcoin's climbed to 4.13, touching a peak of 108K before settling just shy of 100K threshold. By 3:30 on January 18th, Bitcoin was exchanging hands for 100,000 per coin. The upward momentum coincided with gains in traditional markets, where the S&P rose 1.83 and the Nasdaq gained 2.27. Meanwhile, Bitcoin and other ETFs attracted significant inflows, with Bitcoin spot ETFs pulling around 755 million over 24 hours, and the QCP interpreted this as a sign of heightened institutional interest, reflecting greater confidence in the evolving dynamics of the market. So institutional interest, inflows, QCP, or excuse me, the CPI being good, all good things, letting the market do the market things, not only traditional, but crypto doing well. The analysts also pointed out that the intensified activity in Bitcoin options arena as traders increasingly embrace an optimistic outlook. January call options took center stage, particularly those with strike prices between 100K and 110K. Additionally, QCP noted that March holds the lion's share of open interest, concentrated on 120K strike, further enforcing the prevailing bullish sentiment. Take note of that. Take note of that. What that means to me is we might have a pullback. We might go back to 102, 101 something, go back up to 105, come back down to 103, go up to 106, but in March, which guess what, baby, is what? Tax season. We could have a new all-time high for Bitcoin, maybe sooner than that, but March is going to be our month, guys. That's what I believe. I could be completely wrong, but I believe March is going to be our month. So if you have price targets in your head to take profits, you need to get that ready. If you don't have price targets in your head and you don't already know where you're going to sell to take profits, you should do that sooner rather than later. Don't wait for the market to hit these targets or these numbers or these highs and then be like, oh crap, I need to take profits, and you only take profits on the way back down. Like, have these price targets in your head. Use advanced trading. Set stop losses. Take profits. It's okay. Don't be ashamed. If you want to gain more exposure, I understand. Take profits. Get some more tokens later. Whatever you need to do. But we're going to have tax returns coming in. We're going to have what I believe is going to be a great market condition for Bitcoin to break the all-time high and for altcoins to rally. I believe that. And again, I could be completely wrong. But things are just lining up a little too good for me to say I don't think March is going to be good. I think February we might move up, but I think March is going to be our main, like our breadwinner, so to speak. Just my opinion. Please do not trade based upon information I say in this live stream, because I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a miner that likes to trade. Sue me. Don't sue me. Don't sue me, please. All right. Cardano's first legal smart contract in Argentina. So other countries, again, right, whether it's El Salvador or other countries out there doing good things, Argentina can integrate blockchain into various sectors across the country, right? That's what Charles Hoskinson, talking with President Javier, is trying to do. Following this meeting, Cardano signed the first legally enforceable smart contract with Argentinian government. So enforceable, if the contract is not honored, enforceable. I wonder if that means like trying to protect or mitigate nefarious activities. I would like to see this smart contract, but the contract complies with the laws of Argentina like any business agreement would. The only difference is it runs on the Cardano blockchain. The deal hasn't yet impacted ADA's price, but holders expect to see positive price action soon. Let's unpack the deal. Argentina court sets precedents. The contract outlines details of loan between Lucas and Mario for 10K ADA tokens worth around 3.3K. It specifies the repayment period, interest rate, wallet addresses used, and transaction ID. This is the first time when Argentinian court can legally enforce a smart contract. Why is this important? For starters, it can promote wider adoption of blockchain in Argentina's legal system. And if Argentina's case is successful, other governments may take a page out of the book, right? Setting that precedence in a court case. On top of that, smart contracts may automate certain aspects of the agreement execution, like a loan repayments or for insurance claim processing. No paperwork or intermediaries mean greater accuracy and efficiency, right? Nobody taking more money out of your pocket. Cardano is a pioneer, obviously, in the industry, always been building. As a pioneer in the legal enforcement smart contracts, could massively benefit growing demand. Cardano's deal with Argentinian government reminds us that blockchain technology utility goes beyond just memes. Solacity, another project that recognizes this, is a layer 2 solution, addresses Solana's congestion issues to speed up transactions processing and reduce fees. The applications of these highly scalable infrastructures are virtually endless. It could serve as a reliable foundation for DeFi protocols, P2E games, AI agents, which AI agents is another buzzword that's been going ham right now, and even legally binding contracts just like Cardano's. Besides, its compatibility with Ethereum allows for smoother transfer of data and funds between the world's largest ecosystems. Solacity, Solixi. Native token SolX is now on pre-sale, which be careful with these pre-sales. You know I don't like that, but the price is set to increase tomorrow. Early adopters have bought over 10.6 million worth of the token so far. So Solixi has strong long-term potential. The joint sale, pre-sale, and it started off, and this is what you got to be careful, right? These are all these articles right here. I just want to say something. I like some of the companies that provide it, but they start off with a good article that means good things for the crypto ecosystem, but then they transition into tokens and projects that they probably were paid for, right? They got money off of this, and they're promoting it, right? So we started off with ADA. That was the main reason why I picked this article, but look at how quickly we switched to this token in a pre-sale. Now, it is very interesting of how this particular project can help out Solana, whether it's congestion or infrastructure or scalability, and it's very interesting. But be careful with these type of articles. Now, if we go to this one right here, where it says 5 altcoins under 5 cents that could turn $100 into 100,000. Of course, again, it starts off with Bonk, right? Bonk is one of the top 5 tokens. Shiba Inu is one of the top 5 tokens. Pepe is one of the top 5 tokens. Turbo token is another one. And in conclusion, Bonk, Shib, and Pepe and Turbo have promise, but XYZ verse stands out. So again, it's getting you to click these articles. It's giving you some information of some of the best or more known tokens, and then it's hitting you with a sidebar of another token that's a little bit newer. But yes, most new tokens have the potential to gain, but they also, guess what, have the potential for immaculate losses. Another article, top 5 low-cost altcoins that can make you a millionaire, or that could be a millionaire makers this year. Again, starting off with, certain tokens, and then switching over, like Hedera, Algo, IMX or Immutable X, Kaya. Conclusion, HBAR, Algo, IMX, and Kaya may show less short-term potential, while Catzilla stands out as the ultimate meme coin. So again, these articles get you in because you're trying to find that gem, and that's the hard part. And I got a lot of questions from people asking me, how do I find these gems? I might do a video on that. So make sure you get subscribed and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. But just be careful. All right, that's all I want to say. Just be careful. Moving on to the Iceriver thing as we get ready for Red Panda Mining to go live and their announcement. Stay tuned. There's a big announcement from them. But Iceriver AL2 lights had the same issue as the KS2 light, where some miners were experiencing issues, random shutdowns, miner stops working, blah, blah, blah. I've been putting out content every single day about this every time I got an update. Not only from Iceriver, but from you, the community, and I appreciate that. Because I thought I was the only one experiencing these random shutdowns, but apparently I wasn't, because also Red Panda had the same issue, but so many others were. And what disappointed me is that Iceriver wasn't promoting or getting on X or public-facing community boards and telling the community, yo, we don't know what's going on. Keep working with us, community, and we'll make it right. Instead, it took multiple communications and kind of bashing them online publicly for them to do something. Well, I didn't really bash them. I just kind of said, yo, we got a problem. You need to fix this. And so, lo and behold, they put out a firmware that is on my GitHub. which I can link down below. I got a lot of stuff on my GitHub, but where's my repos at? AL2 Lite firmware, right? So if you are experiencing random shutdowns, you can go ahead and install this and see if it works. Now, some people are saying they're experiencing where the miner might still be online, but it's not hashing. So like the GUI stops working, or the miner is online, but it's not, it's using full power and it's not really hashing. I have been consistent, at least. My machine has been consistently online, but the miner restarts. So I have experienced like 2 or 3 restarts in the past 24 hours. So it's not 100% foolproof, but it is better than what I had before, because it would just randomly shut down, not restart itself, but randomly shut down with no information. The logs suck. Again, if we go to miner logs, and I talked about this, historical logs don't tell me shit, man. It doesn't tell me anything. Like, I see the PCB temperature, the chip temperature, power draw, but I don't see what caused the last shutdown. Why was it a shutdown? So when I restart it, it starts all over again, and then we're back to square one. So this one, again, been online or powered on for more than 24 hours. We're going on 48 now, but it has restarted 2 or 3 times over that time frame. But at least it's recovered, so I'm continuing to hash, whereas before it would be down for 7 days because I didn't pay attention to it, and now I'm missing out on profitability, which is why I haven't provided an update on my profitability mining with the AL2 Lite. I would have preferred Iceriver be more transparent about it. I really do. So if you're new to this information, please check out my channel. The last couple videos that came out this past week was about it, as well as the update. Go get the firmware if you're experiencing the issue and see if it helps you out. Iceriver did ask for people to report issues to them, but as far as the support channels available, it's in the link on this update video. But you can go check out my GitHub, SerpentXSF, my OG name, and you can see all the various, like the wallets and stuff that I have on here. But primarily you're going to be focused on the AL2 Lite firmware, okay? And then Iceriver firmware, I think I have a couple, basically I have a fork of some of the releases for the KS3, KS2, KS1, KS0 Pro, all that stuff. Just backing it up in case something silly happens or somebody wants to use it and then manipulate it, like PB Farmer. I would love to see a firmware update from them on the AL2 Lite. I would like to use their software instead of Iceriver's default, but we'll see how things go. Meanwhile, Red Panda Mining should be live right about now. I'm going to check chat real quick here. Yep, Red Panda is. Extremely massive $50,000 giveaway announcement. Please note, before I let you go, that we are on the way to 30K in this YouTube channel. It's been a long time coming, and I will probably be doing a giveaway for that. So stay tuned. I'll get you that information. We'll do a video about it. And just thank you for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm going to get to work, get some things done around the house. You take care of yourselves. All right? So make sure you got your profit, the numbers at which you're going to take profits in line. Set stop losses. Be careful out there. Don't FOMO into projects because they're new and it's pumping, because you're probably just going to be one of the guys that buy at the top, or ladies that buy at the top right when it pulls back. I'm excited for this weekend's football. I'm excited to see what the future of crypto holds in this country. I'm taking things with a grain of salt. I'm managing my expectations. You do what's best for you, but remember, stay nice to each other. Coexist with one another. There's plenty of room for everybody. Content creators, miners, data centers. There's plenty of room for all of us to grow together. Just be kind, all right? Anyways, do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So let's check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.